Yeah, you're here with Bo, and I just got COVID theory number one for you guys. So, back some months ago, it was said that China let out the virus from a lab. Well, what if that was true? What if they were mad that the US was shipping listeria filled fruit and they found out? Could that be a reason? Maybe. I was a sanitation supervisor and a mechanic at Borton Fruit, and I have pictures of listeria filled test strips. And I can also explain a little bit about listeria and what it is from the training I've been through. Uh, Now, the same training that the other supervisor, Marcus, I'm just going to say his first name, Marcus, and the manager, Joe, my boss, uh, have been through. This. I don't know why this is happening. That's why I went to be a mechanic. Eventually got fired, but it is what it is. I wouldn't want to work there anymore, anyways. I feel bad for anybody else that does because people just let this happen. Uh, so these pictures, the FDA already has uh, have on file. America has the right to know too. And after I found out, that's when I moved to a mechanic position and tried to have something done for the workers and the people receiving this fruit from this company. Because, I mean, I walked into a mess and I didn't create it, so why the hell was I going to stick around and try and fix it? Because that's one hell of a mess. Now, uh, let me tell you a little bit about listeria. It's nasty. It can only be killed with bleach. That's the main thing to kill it. You have to not use a lot of concentrated bleach. You have to use a heavy concentrated bleach. It could live up to in the cracks of welds. It can live in wood, uh, anywhere on the belts if properly not cleaned. Uh, as a matter of fact, when I went to go pick up my shit, here's probably a listeria filled glove that I used when I worked there. It's got my hairnets, other stuff from my shit. Thank you, boss, for putting it in there. And maybe now I don't have to touch that shit no more. I'm just gonna throw it away. But anyways, if you don't kill it, then it's gonna keep living and growing. And it's nasty. So they're talking about the coronavirus. It hurts little kids and pregnant women and elderly people. Listeria does the same thing. It's not good for the weak immune. It's so again, if somebody found out that they were getting listeria filled fruit, then I could see where they would be pissed. I would be pissed. I kept my mouth shut because that's what I was told to do, and I got out of it. Is what it is. But so, I mean, yeah, that the gloves probably got listeria on it. I'm going to show you pictures of test strips that are. I'll see if you can get them in the camera. But that's pictures from the office where I was in. It shows it's in the drain on the frame, uh, on the old line front brush in the drains, and 90% of warehouses in the drains do have listeria. I'll give them that. But if you keep it under control to just the drains, it's okay because you can manage the drains, shove everything down the drains. But if it's on the frames of the machine, if it's on the forklift tires, the forklift forks, people's shoes, they're tracking it in their cars, eventually in their house. And I used to bleach my floors twice a week because I knew, and I'm just like, what do you do? Uh, I'll show you a couple more pictures of, and was it logged down? Yeah, as everything passed, because that's how this company rolled. Here's another picture. There's two of them that are white and the rest of them that are black, and those two would pass. The one on maybe the far end and three into the middle, those two would pass, whatever they're for. All the other ones fail. Why would you fail at 80% fail rate? Here's another one. There's just multiple ones. I mean, here, I'm going to play you a video. And these videos, like, I mean, this is crazy. Watch this video. I mean, that one would pass. That's a fail. It's on the D stacker. That one would pass. That's a fail. That's a fail. That one will pass, and that's a fail. 70% failing. That's crazy. And I'll also show you of not properly dumping them right. This is how I go into work. And again, look how many black ones are in here. They're all black. Now, you're supposed to put them in a bucket with bleach and water for 2 hours and take them apart so it can kill the listeria, that black nasty liquid, and then you could properly dispose of it. But just throwing it, if that was to break open in that garbage can and then taking it out to another main dumpster, now you got listeria everywhere else. So back to my story. And I mean, this is one hell of a theory, but I live in the land of what if? What the if? So the worst part about it is the other supervisor and manager knows and don't. It gets swept under the rug. But after the FDA was contacted, they don't run fruit in that warehouse no more. They keep two machines running, and they do potatoes and onions. The last I heard. But still, so beware if you're getting onions and potatoes from Borton Fruit. Beware that they might still be ran on those listeria-filled machines. Now, the cleaners also go from that warehouse that they don't run fruit anymore to the new warehouse that they opened up. And again, if you're taking tools or other things, even pallets, or just walking around with listeria filled on the ground, it's on your shoes, you're going to walk to a new warehouse, and now that's going to be tracked with listeria. And does it get cleaned? No. It might get cleaned. Like I said, I used to be a cleaner. It was clean when I was on shift. But does it get deeply sanitized? No. And like I said, it just needs to be cleaned right for the people and for the people who eat that fruit from that warehouse. So again, I also have a letter from our president. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Uh-oh. Maybe I put it on this other shelf. Hold on real quick. Because I want to read this letter to you. I might just have to pause the video. Or maybe I should have been prepared. Right here, I found it. Thank you for bearing with me. Don't go nowhere, because this gets better. But wait, there's more. So, somebody I know got a food box from maybe a food distribution center, or obviously during this pandemic. And in this letter, it says, and I will show it to you, and I want to read it to you. And it is signed half-assed by our president, Mr. Trump. So, Mr. Trump, if you're watching, dear family, as president, safeguarding the health and well-being of our citizens is one of my highest priorities. As part of our response to the coronavirus, I prioritize sending nutritious food from our farmers to families in need throughout America. We are participating with local organizations, farms, and ranches to ensure that you receive locally sourced fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as dairy and meat products. Over the last 4 weeks, we have delivered 50 million farmers to families, food boxes to America's families, and we will continue to serve those most in need during this challenging time. So, Mr. President, thank you. That's nice. As our country reopens, I urge all Americans to continue to adhere to the important precautions set forth in the President's coronavirus guidelines for America by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention regarding how to best protect yourself and your family. A few key best practices to support our nationwide recovery are practicing good hygiene and wash your hands. Number 2, people who feel sick should stay home. Number 3, protect the most vulnerable individuals, including those 80 plus years of age and those with pre-existing conditions. Practice social distancing and consider wearing face covering when in public. So, Mr. President, I want to thank you for helping us in this pandemic. But please don't send fruit from Borton Fruit in Yakima, Washington. Again, it's just a fair warning America should know. Thank you and have a good day.